We're going to be looking at volume and surface area, either in an application or a word problem, or using shapes that are combined, like in this case. And these are called composite figures if it's two or more shapes combined together. So determine the full volume and surface area of this figure, round to 1 decimal, and be sure to fully label your work. So by label, we have two shapes. So the top shape we're going to label as 1, and the bottom shape we're going to label as 2. So the first thing you're going to do is find the volume of the pyramid at the top and find the volume of the prism at the bottom and then add them together. So the formula for the volume of a square-based pyramid is area of the base times the height divided by 3. And because the base is a square, and if you label each side b, length times width is b times b, which is where the b squared comes from. So area of the base is b squared times the height divided by 3. So you're going to write down the formula. It's equal area of the base, which is b squared, times the height divided by 3. So each side length is b, because if this is 4, then this is 4, and if this is 4, then this is 4. But the height is actually equal to 6 inches. So we're going to substitute in 4 for the base. So 4 squared times 6, which is the height, divided by 3. And then using your calculator, 4 squared times 6 divided by 3 is 32. Now, the volume of shape 2. So that is a square-based prism. So that's a type of a rectangular prism, and the formula would be length times width times height. So that's going to be length times width times height. So here the length is 4, the width is 4, and the height is 5. So it's 4 times for the length, times 4, which is the width, times 5, which is the height, and that works out to 80. And the total volume, you'd put V with a little t for total, and it's going to be the first volume plus the second volume, which is going to be 32 plus 80, which is 112, and the units would be inches cubed. So to find the volume of a shape or composite shape that has two or more shapes put together, you would find the volume of one shape, the volume of the second, add them together, make sure everything is labeled. You also want to make sure you start with the formula before, and when you substitute in, you use brackets, and your final answer has to have the units. So that is how to find the volume of a composite figure. And so some of these questions will just be two shapes put together, but some of them may also be in the context of a word problem.